We are supposed to solve a trigonometric equation sin squared x plus sin x is equal to 0, where our solution set x has to be somewhere between 0 and 2 pi. I am noticing that this is of quadratic form. That means that if we can factor the left-hand side, we will have a relatively easy problem at hand. We can factor out one sine of x out of both terms, and now we are just using the zero product principle, which means that I just have to find out when sine of x is equal to 0 or when sine of x plus 1 is equal to 0. In order to find the solutions, I could sketch my graph, unless I have memorized all of my sine values, but it is very quick and easy to sketch the graph of sine, which starts at 0, not quite like this, and looks roughly something of this form. Zero, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. So we have the graph of sine of x between 0 and 2 pi. And that means when I am just looking at my graph, I can easily see that sine of x is equal to 0. When is my graph crossing the x-axis? This happens exactly twice. Strictly speaking, it happens here as well. But I have to remember that my solutions have to be between 0 and 2 pi, and 2 pi is not included. And that means that I have right now found two solutions, and that is 0 or pi. Now for the second part, I first set sine of x equal to -1, and now I am doing something very similar to before. I am looking, -1, when is my graph -1? That happens at 3 pi over 2. These are all of the solutions that I have, and that means that the solution set is going to be 0, pi, and 3 pi over 2.